Thank you, Mr. Donald Hubbs and Mr. Baron Hilton. Thank you, Judy Miller, and the Conrad Hilton Foundation, and all the Humanitarian Prize jurors who selected Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, to be the 1998 recipient of this wonderful prize. I think you made an excellent choice. I don't say that to be boastful, but rather because I know that Doctors Without Borders will use every penny, and $1 million is a lot of pennies, to save lives and reduce suffering in the world, wherever there is need. I hope you don't mind me admitting that as the president of Doctors Without Borders and an emergency physician, my heart is not entirely at the Waldorf Astoria today. Today, my heart is also with those starving in southern Sudan, with those freezing in the forests of Kosovo, and with the thousands of doctors, nurses, and logisticians of Doctors Without Borders who are in the field doing the work that is being recognized by the 1998 Hilton Humanitarian Prize. As I speak, dozens of our field volunteers are getting ready to go to sleep in the famine-stricken provinces of southern Sudan. It's early evening there, but it's already dark, and they have no electricity, running water, and no place to go but their tents. For them, tomorrow will be a long day in our feeding centers where some 15,000 malnourished children are receiving medical care and high-protein meals. These volunteers not only represent the internationally renowned medical and logistical expertise of Doctors Without Borders. They don't just battle disease and violence. They stand for something in addition, for open indignation and the struggle against indifference. Indignation stimulates action, and we need people to take action. Action, in turn, breeds a sense of hope. A few months ago, I returned from Uganda and a raging cholera epidemic, and friends and colleagues in the United States asked me how I could cope with such misery. Cholera is admittedly an unpleasant and potentially lethal disease, yet I was struck by the question because I felt that I'd returned from a place that inspired hope, not despair. After working in a cholera camp, you don't come back with memories that focus on those that died, but rather on those that lived, the children who arrived close to death and left giggling a few days later after being successfully revived with hydration alone. After being in the middle of armed conflict in Afghanistan, you don't come home only thinking of those who were killed by indiscriminate shelling, but of the faces turned hopeful by the simple fact that you cared enough to be there. Right now, in late September 1998, I wish that this country and the rest of the world would start focusing on things that matter. Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, will use a portion of the Hilton Humanitarian Prize to continue saving lives in southern Sudan. While our doctors and nurses are busy doing the work on the ground, I hope that each of you in this room will agree to spend tonight and perhaps tomorrow night discussing not Monica Lewinsky, but the famine in southern Sudan, not Bill Clinton, but the many humanitarian crises that afflict our planet. Again, on behalf of Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to the Conrad Hilton Foundation for this important and generous award. Thank you very much.